Yeah. So how's things changed from those first few years in elite, or that first year? I can't remember. I'm losing track.
Yeah, no, that's right.
To now, like, what's it look like now? You know, you still. We were talking about it over breakfast, I guess, but technically privateer, but sort of not, sort of are. I don't really. Yeah, not a full factory team as such.
Yeah.
It's not, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what does that look like now? And I guess you're always mindful of balancing it being enjoyable, not too strict. So I guess that's something that you really consider.
For sure, I think that's played into kind of like how I've chosen things my whole career, you know? So like, Iago and I have this really nice setup. We have the support we need in Carlos, our mechanic. Iago helps me a lot at the races. He races himself too, but is also a huge part of my racing.
A veteran of the sport, some might say.
Yeah, and it's been around a while. But we have this really nice setup, like it feels quite relaxed. I'm traveling with people I want to ride with. Most of our sponsors are like individual sponsors still, so I've been able to basically pick all of the brands I want to work with, which is lovely, really, really cool. But yeah, I still have the support that I need, so we found this really nice balanced setup. Because it's just the three of us like traveling to all the races, we have a lot of freedom over like where we go, when we go, kind of other events we might like to go to, you know, like it. Yeah, it's still like that super enjoyable traveling that I spoke about from the first EWSs I did.
If you looked at a factory team, I'm guessing there are factory teams at EDR, right? They are there.
Yeah.
Is there anything that they have that you think you'd benefit from at this point, or vice versa?
It's hard. Like, it's easy to look at the factory teams and go like, oh, they've got like physios or someone like cooking food for them, and like occasionally that would be quite useful. But I wouldn't trade what I have now for that. Like I could, you know, like I've had a lot of offers from factory teams over the years, but like every time my gut feeling has been to stick to like what I was doing. For those first years, that was traveling with friends.
Wow, yeah.
And then once Iago and I were together, like that was traveling with him, and yeah. That's always been my gut feeling, you know, is to stick to doing that.
So cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the wild Thornberrys of enduro.
Yeah.
Travelling around to all these different races, going down crazy stuff and working out lines and...
It's quite entertaining. Yeah,
it's mad.
Working, which is really sick as well, right?
Well, that's it. I'm really glad I've kind of got to this point where I'm finally winning a few World Cups, because I think if I hadn't, I would have looked back and gone, oh, maybe I should have gone for a factory team, you know, like for endurance, seeing what it was like, you know. But like, I think it's shown me that was the right kind of path for me to go down.
Yeah,
certainly seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be.
I mean, I guess it's quite difficult position to be in a way. If you've just won, it's like you go into the next year, I guess, wanting to make improvements, but it's like it sounds kind of stupid, but like how do you look at it objectively if you have won before the season is over? Like things have gone very well.
Yes, yeah. You mean for the next races or for the
next races and next season? Yeah. Like how do you improve on it? Like I guess.
Yeah. Well, I guess
why?
Why?
Yeah.
Or I think if anything, it kind of actually adds pressure. You know, like I've won, and I feel like people will have that expectation, and I know I definitely have that expectation of myself now as well. So for the race in the Twio, when I came second, it's insane, but I was like a little disappointed. I was like, oh, I've won the previous few, like, oh, like I kind of put that pressure and expectation on myself for the first time to be up there. And I think the last World Cup of the season will be pretty relaxed, but then we have World Champs, so like a kind of race for the rainbow stripes. I can see I'll put quite a lot of pressure on myself for that one. Like, I guess that's the next goal, so we'll see how that goes. And then next season, I guess I try and defend this World Cup overall title, but there's so much goes into an enduro season. Like you said, like you're making mistakes, crashing, mechanicals, like injuries, like over 30, 40 minutes of racing a day, you know, like a lot of that happens. So like, yeah, to aim to win like an overall is quite an ambitious and kind of risky goal, you know?
Yeah, it is. It's a big task to take on, isn't it? Yeah. You kind of need to take on all the little tasks.
Well, that was it. My goal coming into this season was to kind of win some races, you know, rather than win the overall. I was like, I want to go into each race and try and win rather than, necessarily aim for like the huge overall.
Well, it sounds like you're super self-aware about how, like, in terms of your program and stuff, you've made it work for you, really. So I guess nothing really changes next year. You know that maybe added pressure wouldn't be necessary. You've already put enough on yourself.
Yeah, I think as well in this program we've built, like, there's not so much of the external pressure, you know, like once you're traveling with a team and there's these other people like helping you behind you there at the venue, like of course I want to do well for my sponsors and the people supporting me, but the way I've built it, I don't feel crazy external pressure, you know, and I think I learned from British cycling and the cross-country days
lived through it.
that actually didn't work for me, you know, so like I think that's all kind of played into how I've built the kind of program we have.
I think when you watch a race, you don't really think about like all of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, but seeing my friends sign for big teams and seeing how many people work there, that used to like really creep me out. Like when you find like that's actually not conducive to a good result for me. Like having like that many people around you and doing work for you, like it makes the result seem much more
important.
It kind of makes it clear how important it actually is, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's really impressive, those people, like how they manage to deal with that pressure. Like, I guess I couldn't deal with that pressure with British cycling, like, and that's kind of like a downfall in a way. Like I couldn't get that pressure out of my mind. So yeah, I think it's impressive the people on the huge teams, how they manage to put that aside or like thrive under that pressure.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
I really thought that, this is slightly off topic, I'm sorry, but when we went to McLaren for that tour, and you turn up there and you see like thousands of people
paying their mortgages off
you going around that track.
Terrified.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
Like, that must be so scary to just drive up there just going like, oh my God, look at this building, all these resources.
Yeah, like the fountain. Like just the motor that pumps the fountain alone. I'm like, oh man, that relies on me driving my car around the track super fast.
I think there are some people that thrive under that pressure though.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, I love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
And so you can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.